I just woke up to everything being in the red today. But at the same time, looking at Twitter, I'm fighting my emotions, guys. I'm truly fighting my bearish emotions, right? I'm going against my emotions. My emotions are extreme bear. But on the other hand, we see green possibly about to be imminent. You know why? From Jim Kramer. He just tweeted out a couple hours ago, even after all this destruction, we are not oversold. What? Wait a minute. Jim Kramer has turned ultra bearish, guys. I have to become bullish. Even though crypto prices are falling as we speak. Right? I just have to be bullish. Because I know who Jim Kramer is. And we have studied him. It's like 9 out of 10 times he's right in the opposite direction. There could be that 10% chance here, right, that he's actually right, but I don't think so, because this is not a fact at all. Even after all this destruction, we are not oversold. No, when you go to Bitcoin's chart, what do you mean? We're literally oversold. You guys see how he just blatantly lied. What? Wait a minute. He literally just lied to everyone. He says, even after all this crazy dumping, right, that has happened with all markets, we are not oversold. Maybe he's not talking about Bitcoin here, because Bitcoin clearly shows oversold. What about the S&P or the stock market? Okay, stock market it seems to be a little bit different, guys, but it's heading there, right? But we know he includes Bitcoin in his talks, right? For a fact he does. And Bitcoin clearly shows this is the only bullish point for Bitcoin, that is, by the way, that is oversold. Right? Last time it was oversold, it kept going lower, but in the midst of it, we pumped. You guys see that? And this pump, by the way, was literally 20%. A 20% pump from here would take Bitcoin to like 105K. That's the only bullish point it has. So again, I'm fighting my emotions, guys, my bearish emotions, because just because Jim Kramer is ultra bearish, right? Every time I've seen him tweet something, the opposite happens. Literally, guys, I'm not even kidding. Right, he's called multiple tops of 4 and bottoms. How do we know he talks about Bitcoin? He just put out a tweet. Almost feels like a cabal is trying to keep Bitcoin above 90K. So he believes, you know, there's someone out there, something, an entity that's trying to keep Bitcoin above 90K. I like Bitcoin, ultra bearish for Bitcoin long term though. But I do not like any of the derivatives created to play it or game or mine it. So overall, you know, he's bullish on Bitcoin, guys. That's long term. You know, you need to be bearish. But in the short term, Jim Kramer, reverse translator, barely feels like anyone is trying to push Bitcoin below 90K. Right? I dislike Bitcoin. And so he says barely feels like anyone's trying to push Bitcoin below 90K, right? Inverse. That's a bullish thing, guys, isn't it? So yeah, honestly, I'm bullish. It is what it is, guys. I just have to be, right? I have to go fight my emotions on this one. BlackRock just deposited $616 million worth of Bitcoin and $200 million worth of Ethereum into Coinbase, which usually means a dump is coming. Right. So okay, are we bullish or bearish, guys? What's really going on here? Right? Let's clearly investigate. Whole way, by the way, right? We called for 80K for Bitcoin. We hit 89K in the 80K regions. That's already been checkmarked. For XRP, I was saying $2 this whole time. It seems so strong that's holding this level, by the way, right? For XRP, even if we do dump, it's gonna revisit $2 at some points, so don't fret. I wanna catch this pump here though. That's the only thing I'm worried about, guys. I need to catch this pump, right? And everything and everyone seems to be bearish, right? But there's a shining light out there, and that's Jim Kramer saying to be ultra bullish, guys, right? Which I just have to be. It's that simple. So, looking at the indicators of Bitcoin, we're on a moving average, which is trying to hold right now. It's fighting for its life. Bitcoin is fighting to its death right now, into holding. It's right now at 91.9K, 92K, let's just say. Right? Look, it's just below it right now, but it's trying to hold it. By the way, the last time we touched this moving average was literally August 17 of 2023. It consolidated, then pumped, then dumped right away. right? It fought over here. But again, come on, guys. I mean, this seems to be like it has to hold it, right? It just has to hold it, guys. Like previously, like look what it did. It held these other times, right? Held there, it held there as well, right? It goes below it a little bit, but then it just holds up. So I don't know. I just have to be bullish, clearly, right? I'm fighting against all my bearish emotions right now. I'm bullish, guys. It's that simple. Okay, simple as 1, 2, 3. I may throw along here quite soon, so we'll see. Now, there is a chance, hopefully, from XRP or from TraderView 2. Incredible strength here for over the last few days. Bitcoin fell over $15,000, and XRP held the local low from November 5th. Right, deep decoupling that happened. This alt divergence has signaled reversals countless times a cycle. Over the last 3 months, anytime we saw a bit skew like we have now, it preceded at least a 10% move higher. That is for XRP, right? Look at this. Right here. That's what it did. That's what XRP did. Right there. And we have it again, even though we came down a little bit, but that thing is still probably up there, right? So is that what's upcoming? I believe it. I don't know, guys. I'm fighting everything right now, right? Now, the storm is still here, by the way, from Ash Crypto. Reminder, FOMC minutes will be released today at 2 p.m. Expect high volatility. There you guys go. So major news coming out today, guys. It's officially NVIDIA earnings day as well, right? We need this to be bullish, not bearish, for the sake of the entire economy. Then, Eric Trump just tweeted out smart trade at Dave Portnoy. Last night I bought $2 million in crypto. Where there's blood in the streets, I'm like a great white shark, right? So if you check this out, guys, he actually bought some XRP here, right? Which Eric Trump, an insider, by the way, says smart trade, right? They were behind the liquidation on October 10th, I think, racking up billions of dollars for Binance. Let's check this out.
Now, am I eligible for this? Because here comes the announcement. Last night, Monday, November 17th, if you want to look at what I did, here it is. I hope I'm not giving away nothing. I probably am, so I probably shouldn't show it. 638 bought $500,000 of XRP. 637 bought $400,000.
$500,000 of XRP, folks. Wow. Oh my, that's insanity. Right. He's buying the blood, most definitely. I just feel like we're about to see a pump, guys. Just my 2 cents. I know everything's bearish though, right? And 80K is truly the major target, but that could come later though. It doesn't have to come now. If Bitcoin doesn't hold 92K, you know where it's heading to? I'll show you where. It's heading to 66K. We must hold it. We must hold this level. Is all I gotta say. If you don't want Bitcoin to literally just die.
1,000 of ETH. 637 bought 750. 400,000 of ETH. 637 bought 750,000 of BTC. 636 bought 500 more or a reverse of XRP. So in total, last night, $1 million of XRP.
Crazy.
100 ETH. 750 of BTC. Blood in the streets. Dave's like a piranha. Dave's like a great white. He's just shark on fins. Oh, you know what? Let's do it. I know we can't clip it. We can't play music. So it's too bad. This will. So
guys, I mean, it's always been like that. When there's a lot of when it's deeply in the red, guys, you have to just buy, right? And XRP buying here isn't even that bad, to be fair. You know why? Just because. Okay, how many times has it bounced off this region? And we're at this region again. It bounced off once, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Some of them were smaller than others, but again, still bounce. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. The 18th question mark? Right. So, it's bounced every other time. Unless this time it's an anomaly. It's an outlier. Right? I do believe $1.40 is coming too, by the way. Not yet though. Maybe that's later. Right? Just because of liquidity forming here. The question is, are they going to pump it? The devil's last card. trick everyone, and then dump it like that. Grab every liquidity, then pump it back up. That's the only question I'm having. Jim Kramer tells me to be bullish. That's it. Extra VOD is bullish, folks. From Polymarket. Breaking. It's now 3x more likely that Jesus returns this year than Bitcoin hitting 200k this month. What? From Vincent Kennedy. How to dream about the rest of the Bitcoin cycle. Low 70Ks, high 320, and then ending in the low hundreds. After that, a security issue causes a hard fork to a new chain, which means the collapse of Bitcoin in itself. I believe something similar, actually. I said like high 60Ks, right? Not right now, probably in the coming weeks to months. And then from there, we're going to probably skyrocket to like hundreds of thousands. Wow, that's so odd. That's literally the same thing that I said. And then, but he had a dream about it. A confirmation we got from the spiritual realm. I think we're hitting the target here, right? And then after the crazy parabola ends, it collapses due to some type of thing that happens, which I don't know what will make it collapse. But he says they're going to go to a new chain. But from Credible Crypto, so Bitcoin actually front ran the high time frame demand zone by a hair, right? Look at that. We should see a bunch of support here, guys. But hopefully we don't even go down there right now. Let's let them save it for later, because they will. By the way, they will go down there, right? I hope not now, and I hope we see a bounce first. From Arthur Hayes, he believes that Bitcoin first dips to 80 to 85k, then rips to 200 to 250k if the Fed fires up the money printer. That's similar to our theory as well, guys, right? The reason being is because of this Bitcoin dominance chart. USDT that dominance chart. Remember when we talked about this? Right, it pumps here, then it just flash crashes. We're almost there, by the way, right? We're almost to the target of this. Like, we're really close. All it needs to do is grab like this liquidity here, and it's basically at the target, right? Quite soon. So the question is, are we going to first dump, then pump, or what? Either or, guys. I guess if you're not trying to buy right now, just wait until a little bit lower. Right, because I do believe that's coming, but I hope they pump it up first. It's just my 2 cents. Let's see if Jim Kramer will be wrong this time or right. I hope he's right. I hope he's wrong, right? No, but need your advice. What is this? Sophie's business. See ya.